Dr. Ruby Payne. One of the issues here is that the difference between male and female brains gets confused with gender identity and where you are on the sexual spectrum. They're two very different things. And so one of the best places to look is the medical research. As a matter of fact, they can predict accurately 69 to 77% of the time, just based on a brain scan, whether it's a male or female brain based on structure. As a matter of fact, all brains in the fetus are female till 6 weeks, and then they start to differentiate. I recently read research that indicated that computer scans are almost 100% accurate on a female brain to identify whether the female's had a child or not, because it changes the gray matter in the part of the brain that controls social cognition. But there are male and female brains. There's male and female genitalia. Okay, about 0.5% to 1.8% of the population is born either with double genitalia or no genitalia, which is called intersex. And on top of that, there's chromosome variations, XX and XY, which people know about, but there's XXY, there's XXXY, there's XO, and there's XYY. XO is when you're sterile. There is something called chimeras, in which one body can have two different sets of DNA. And if that weren't enough, since 1970, according to research that was in The Economist magazine, the world sperm count has dropped by 50% because the water supply is polluted with estrogen, because of all the plastics in the water, all the hormones that are given to plump meat, etc. So there are more birth variations now. So when we talk about male and female brains, we are not talking about anything else other than the physiology, and it would be true for about 75% of male brains and 75% of female brains. As a matter of fact, one of the things Richard Reeves talks about in his book, Men and Boys, is the fact that developmentally, the male brain tends to be about a year behind the developmental stages of the female brain.